Good afternoon, everyone. It's Sal Post. How you doing? I hope you're all doing well, and welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. I hope you're doing all good. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, enjoying the elements. We can't keep away from Manchester United, though, because Manchester United will chase us, and they will chase us until they catch us in regards to news in regards to Manchester United. As we're all saying, Manchester United again are playing an absolutely dangerous game when it comes to the transfer window. We are ridiculously incompetent when it comes to the transfer window, in particular the summer transfer window. And now we're doing exactly the same thing as we've always done in the past, which is panic stations, names getting thrown left, right and centre. First choice doesn't work, then we haven't got any backup, so we start throwing all names under the sun at the Manchester United fans until we sign one, which probably will be the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth choice transfer for Manchester United, which we started from. Now, let me just go through some of your comments. Big up you all. Rodri paid the money. Not Rodri paid the money. Not so quite. Big up Irfan anyway. Big up Stephanie, how you doing? United, right, let's see this one. United inevitably will be linked with panic buyers because main targets not being completed, balancing that with price and player profiles. Sancho could hold the key to this Ugarte back blockage at PSG. That is a good point. Jay Trafford to come to Old Man United. Jay Trafford, what? And Onana is a flop. Off topic, but yeah, in regards to what Stephanie was saying there in regards to Sancho, of course, Sancho is another one who could be a key to us signing certain players. At the moment, these players are not leaving and they're on bumper wages and no one wants to pay their money that they get a week. Which is why we have been run so badly over the years. It's an example of how badly we've been run over the years by the Glazers. And the Sancho earning 350,000 a week, reportedly, is actually testament to what the Glazers have done at this club, Murta and Woodward and co, giving out bumper contracts without actually players deserving of bumper contracts. Now, if Sancho does leave, it will be fantastic for Manchester United, of course, if PSG do end up signing Jadon Sancho. But PSG have to want to pay the wages for Sancho, and Sancho is on a bumper contract. If PSG do get rid of Ugarte is on significantly less money than Sancho. So they would have to pay more money for Jadon Sancho. So that is a difficult transfer to do, in my opinion. I would like a swap deal. I think Jadon Sancho for Ugarte will be a very good deal for Man United. Will we do it? Can we do it? Swap deals are notoriously different. Now, Ugarte agreed personal terms with Manchester United a very long time ago now. It seems like months ago that Ugarte agreed personal terms with Man United. And not only him, De Ligt as well agreed personal terms. Mazraoui agreed personal terms. Even Jared Branthwaite agreed personal terms with Manchester United. And these players are still not at the club. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's up to us to put out the money. It's no coincidence that we're the ones stalling yet again. And don't be surprised if Manchester United, by the end of this transfer window, by a day before, 24 hours before the Fulham game, we start moving and we start panicking. Don't be surprised if we even pay the money for Ugarte. And not only that, we will end up paying extra for Ugarte. We'll end up paying more money for Ugarte. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't forget, I've got the link to anyone who wants to join the show. Bear in mind, I'll get people on later on. Once I get a little bit of a space, I will let someone on. No problem at all. Good morning. Good afternoon, Sniperman. How you doing? Sad to see Ugarte walk away. Yeah, very sad. Sick. I am sick now. I am long for Ugarte. He is becoming a big problem. He is becoming a big problem. But the transfer is not 100% dead and buried. Manchester United could still go in with an offer for Ugarte, with rumours that Manchester United are preparing another offer for Ugarte. So it's taking a long time, and we have a lot of positions on that pitch that Manchester United need to cover, because we've got a lot of transfers that we need to cover. At the moment, we've got the midfield, obviously, with Ugarte, of course. I said at the beginning of the window that we needed two midfielders. I said it at the beginning of the window. My Ronaldo Euro jersey just arrived 2 days ago, but it stinks cardboard. It stinks of cardboard? Your Ronaldo jersey stinks of cardboard. What kind of cardboard did they pull it in? Goodness me. Was it a damp cardboard? Did they put it in some damp cardboard somewhere? Goodness me. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, maybe it's authentic. Maybe they're giving it the authentic smell. I don't know. And it's been a while since I've purchased a Manchester United jersey. I would love to purchase a Manchester United jersey, but whilst the Glazers are still there, I'm not going to purchase one because I just don't think it right. I don't want to come across as a hypocrite, as people know. But in regards to Manchester United and all the elements that be, hello Nathan, how you doing? Man United just can't find the money of the budget. Yeah, Nathan Rhodes, how you doing? Good to see you. This is the problem. Players won't leave, which means Man United don't have the budget. If these players are mercenaries and they don't want to leave the club, it is not Ineos' fault, of course. But if we did have a full sale and we did have the debt cleared, Manchester United will have more room to manoeuvre in regards to transfers. Ineos buying the club for 27.5% on a vanity project, which obviously has made it very, very difficult to get rid of players. If it was a full sale and we had the billionaire owner who came in, proper billionaire owner, the one with ridiculous money to burn, we would have got rid of players and paid off their contracts. We can't even do that, which is sad, to be honest with you. We don't want to be held to ransom. We don't want to be mugged off by these teams, of course, but it seems very strange that we are the only teams who seem to be getting mugged off by these teams every single time. Every time there's a transfer, we seem to drag it out, and that is when it becomes really, really annoying as a Man United fan. And of course, Manchester United must be irritated as well. But we have to pull out the money if we're going to sign players. We have to find the money if we're going to sign players. McTominay is a huge key for this, for Manchester United in regards to finding the money. All the money will go towards the transfer funds. If McTominay is sold, McTominay is a youth product, of course. So if he sold him, he could all the money could be going to the transfer funds, which it should be, of course. Let's go to Sniper Man, and I got €10. I got it under 10. Wow, €10 for Man United journey, very good. Is Onana set with Man United? I'm not sure about that one. Is Bayern like delete out new? Basically, I'm not hearing a lot about Onana. I've heard a couple of people talk about Onana. What's going on with Onana, guys? Onana, a couple of people have been talking about Onana. Nothing's going on in regards to Onana. I don't hear anything going on Onana. If he's upset, Onana, we don't want any problems, Onana. At the end of the day, Onana needs to fix himself and just concentrate on playing football and stop letting balls slip under his body. If he can do that, then fantastic, we will move on and we can have a good season in regards to that. I feel like players need to stop moaning. I feel like players need to get on with it and just start performing for the club, basically. Amrabat loan, Imminent, says Sniper Man. Yep, Onana is a flop, out. What's going on with Onana? Irfan, has Onana done something to you? Has he said something? You've said it twice now. What is going on with Onana? I haven't heard any news about Onana at the moment, but is he upset? Is he angry about something? I'm not sure. Now, let's look at Manchester United's midfield options, of course. Now, we have Zubimendi, who I would like as a backup option instead of Ugarte. If the Ugarte deal doesn't go through, I would like Zubimendi. Then we got Amrabat, right? We got Amrabat, who is a good player, but he is a bench option. He should be a bench option. We should have Amrabat and someone else. We have Veerman there, of course, who Manchester United are very interested in. Of course, Ten Hag is a big fan of Veerman. We have him as well. We have Edison. He's gone a little bit quiet in regards to Edison, of course, the Atalanta player. It's gone a little bit quiet in regards to him. Very good player, though, but we have not bid for him. We have not made any noise. And Fofana, of course, who we were talking about a couple of weeks ago in regards to Fofana, but it's gone very quiet on that front as well. So what's going on in regards to that? No Slanderberg. And Sanderberg, in regards to Sanderberg, Manchester United are looking at Sanderberg, nothing concrete. I know there was rumours going out today that Sanderberg, Sheffield United player, Man United are interested in bringing him in. Kane needs to come now. Kane, Kone. Oh, sorry, my eyes are going bad. I thought you said Kane. I thought no way, we don't want Kane. But Kone is a good option, of course. Manchester United are in for Sanderberg. Sanderberg now. Don't act like everyone is all knowing about Sanderberg. Not many of us have a fantastic knowledge about Sanderberg. All I know is Sanderberg plays for Sheffield United, doesn't he? He plays for Sheffield United. And at the end of the day, if I just bring up some of Sanderberg's stats for you, Sanderberg isn't a bad player, but one thing I would worry about is Sheffield United, because Sheffield United were so poor last season. They were so poor last season at the end of the day, and would you want any player from Sheffield United at the end of the day? Sanderberg, let's have a look at this. So Sander Berg, obviously, big news coming out today. Manchester United want to inquire about Sander Berg. Burnley player, Sheffield United player. Burnley last year, I believe. Yeah, let's have a look at his pages and let's have a look at Sander Berg. So Sander Berg, he's a Norway international, 45 caps, 1 goal. He has played in at Sheffield United and Burnley, 97 appearances for Sheffield United, 13 goals, not a bad return, probably in the Championship though, most of that. And Burnley, 37 and 1 goal, not absolutely killing it in regards to stats there. But anyway, Sander Berg is a option for Man United. And are these becoming a little bit like panic buys? Are these becoming like, oh, he's the only option we got now, so should we just get a Sander Berg now? Should we just search for any midfielder that is available in England, and should we just sign Sander Berg? He is a good player, never watch. So is he a good player? I'm not going to sit here, fan, and pretend I'm the all-knowing man of Sander Berg, but played in the Premier League. Didn't set the world on fire, obviously, because obviously it's the first time we're hearing his name in regards to that. So I do not want to criticise certain players just because they play for Burnley or they play for Sheffield United, because at the end of the day, Man United used to sign players of this ilk in the past. They have signed players of this nature in the past. Of course, they have. And we don't know how good these players are actually going to be, do we? We don't know how good they are in reality in regards to players coming in. We must have scouted him. We must have looked at him quite intensively for us to be wanting this player. We must have been looking at him quite intensively for us to be wanting a Sander Berg. They must have been impressed with something about Sander Berg. Of course, they must have been impressed with him. He is, of course, he's 26 years old. He's not quite as young as people think. He is 27 in February, so he will be 27 next season. So he's not exactly a young player either. So what are they doing with that signing? I have no clue. I prefer to bring through one of our young players. If I'm being totally honest, and if I'm being totally frank with you guys, I would rather bring in one of the young players, in my opinion. Anyway, who should be our captain after Bruno supposedly Casemiro leaves? Bruno should be captain. After Bruno, the captain, in my opinion, should be Licha Martinez, in my opinion. I think it should be Licha Martinez. I think Licha Martinez is a warrior, he's a leader, and he's the type of player I would like to go to war with, which is Licha Martinez. I would like him in the trenches with me. I would, definitely. I think Licha Martinez should be the next captain of Manchester United. Now, no news yet on anyone else in regards to that. Obviously, Zubimendi has a 50 million release clause, which we cannot afford, and Manchester United are struggling to get the funds for these players, which is typical, and it's something that we predicted a very long time ago in regards to when these deals were going, when this takeover process was happening. We all knew what was going to happen because we needed a full sale. Sniper Man, did you watch the Ruud van Nistelrooy and Rennie Hacker interview? Not yet. I will check it out. There's a new one out. I will check it out definitely. I think it should be De Ligt or Onana. Onana from Everton, those two are very good players as well. Are Everton going to play ball with us? You know what Everton have been like recently. They don't want to play ball with us. They don't want to sign anyone. They don't want us to sign anyone from them. Of course, we had the Braithwaite deal, which they completely priced out of the gate. They priced us out. They completely priced us out of any kind of deal for any of those players, to be honest. And it is really sad that this is a democracy we're dealing with, and they're keeping in Braithwaite there like a prisoner. Like a prisoner. They shouldn't be keeping players there like a prisoner. They should be letting players move on to pastures new, to bigger clubs if they want to move to bigger clubs. But Everton seem hell-bent on keeping these players at the club. At their club. So at the end of the day, it is a bit of a mess right now in regards to Manchester United. It is a bit of a crazy one right now in regards to Man United. Also, Onana is at Aston Villa now. Oh yes, he's at Aston Villa now. Of course he is. But will Aston Villa sell any of their players to us? At the end of the day, Aston Villa are in a good place. They're in the Champions League, of course. Wow. They're in the Champions League, and at the end of the day, they're not going to want to sell any of their players to us. Especially now that they've got the Champions League, they're going to want as many players in there as possible for them to compete in the Champions League. They'll probably get knocked out first round. We know that anyway. Just like they did with the Europa League anyway. Amadou Onana, or Onana, or Onana, or is it Onana? Our Onana. Is it Onana in goal? Which Onana is it? Let me know. Answers on a postcard. Which Onana is it we're talking about? Is it the Everton Onana? Is it now the Aston Villa Onana? Or is it Man United Onana? Which Onana is it? That's the competition for today. Which Onana is it? Spin that wheel. Which Onana is it? Let me know. By the end of the day, whatever Onana is it, we want an Onana. Onana is a good player, regardless, because his name is Onana. He's a good player, Onana. I liked the Aston Villa Onana, I do, but at the end of the day, the Aston Villa Onana is a difficult prospect being at Aston Villa. Aston Villa, of course, Champions League. Why would Andre be at Aston Villa Onana? Aston Villa Onana, yeah, Aston Villa are not going to sell us any players, my friend. They're not going to give us anyone. At the end of the day, if we do, they're going to over-extortionate their prices of the players, because at the end of the day, Aston Villa in the Champions League, we're not. They're going to try their best to keep the players that they want in the side, in their squad. They're not going to sell any players, in my opinion. I don't think so. They've signed a lot of players. I don't think they'll let any players go. They need them for the Champions League. Now, in regards to Rabiot is another option for Man United, of course. Free transfer, astronomical wages, of course, mum problems and all that. Would you like an Rabiot? Rabiot, very experienced player, of course, played for Juventus, plays for France, had endless amounts of caps for France as well. Would you like Rabiot at Manchester United? I'm not too sure. Would you? I'm not too sure. No Rabiot, says Sniper Man. No De Jong, says Sniper Man. And there is Sniper Man has spoken. Sanderberg, the only way. Sanderberg, the only way, 26 going on 27, is not a future, is he? It represents a big risk, in my opinion. It does represent a big risk, but we cannot downplay these players just because they play for Burnley and they play for Sheffield United. We have to give them a chance. And in fact, these players, when they do come into Manchester United, they will give 100%, obviously, because they have something to prove. But we also have to flip the coin. On the other side of the coin, he might just not be good enough. If he comes to Man United, he might not be good enough in regards to playing for Man United at the elite level. He's never played from anyone other than, of course, Sheffield United and Burnley in regards to elitism, in regards to football clubs. He's played for Genk and he's played for Vålerenga. And the Vålerenga reserves and Askia reserves in Norway. So at the end of the day, he hasn't played for anyone that is massive. So Manchester United would be a completely different fish. Of course, Manchester United are huge. And if a Berg comes in, it will be a very big risk. No Rabiot, he's a flop. No one wants Rabiot. The transfer summit, pure last chance. Now, in regards to Veerman, of course, we're bringing on Veerman. Manchester United are interested in Veerman. Ten Hag is said to be a huge fan of Joey Veerman, of course. And at the end of the day, Veerman, we're going to veer towards that direction. Not steer, but veer towards that direction of Veerman. Now, number 6, number 8, 26 years old, of course. Decent player. No Ugarte, though, is he? He's no Ugarte, is he, to be honest? Decent player, though, and would be an upgrade to Scott McTominay. Now, I wouldn't mind a Veerman, but he wouldn't be my first choice, of course. But when do we ever sign our first choices these days? We never sign our bloody first choices these days. So at the end of the day, we're going to have to make do with a Veerman. If it is Veerman, just make do with a Veerman. But PSV player, of course, Ten Hag will know him very well. Another Dutchman who we're linked with. What do you make of that? He wouldn't be my first choice, and that's all I'm saying. Yep, Superman, Zubimendi is the main man. He's the one we should fight to for now for 50 million release clause, of course. But if he's 50 million release clause, how are we going to get this over the line unless we sell Scott McTominay? How are we going to do it? Scott McTominay has openly said that he wants to prove himself next season. He wants to prove himself next season. Andre from Brazil, another one. This is the thing about scouting, you see. Our scouters are useless. They do not scout hard enough. They don't scout hard enough. Of course, there's Richard Rios as well from Colombia. Richard Rios. But Palmeiras have put an $80 million release clause on his head. So at the end of the day, Richard Rios is another one that we could go after, of course. Veerman just doesn't excite me like that. He doesn't excite me. Joan Gomez, yeah, another one. These players are coming off the lips of everyone, and we need to be quick, though. We have 10 days to the start of the season. 10 days, guys, until we play Fulham, and we have no idea what our starting lineup is going to be. Your starting lineup for the Community Shield, for Manchester United, the Community Shield, I would play Dalot, right back. Evans, right centre-back. Licha Martinez, left centre-back. Hopefully Luke Shaw's fit, so it'll be Luke Shaw, left-back. In the midfield, I will play Mainu, of course. Mainu will be in there, of course. Casemiro will be the holding midfielder. And Bruno will be the number 10. On the left, it will be Garnacho. On the right, it will be Ahmed. Up front, it will either be Rasmus. I will put Rasmus in there. I don't think Xerxes is going to be fit, but if Xerxes is fit, I'll play Xerxes. 4 days for the Community Shield. It's madness. Mazraoui and De Ligt, they won't be ready for the Community Shield at this rate. It's a bit late at the moment. If they got to sign for Man United first, you know, and we haven't got them in yet. Toby Collier and Maxi Oyedele centre mid. Yeah, Toby Collier is another one, of course. Oyedele, I'm very excited about Oyedele, of course, as well. These are the players we have to remember are going to be drafted into the squad next season, so we have to give them a chance. I would play them for the bench myself. I would have them on the bench, and I'll play a more experienced lineup, a similar lineup as to the one we played against Manchester City in the FA Cup when we absolutely schooled them tactically. Do you remember that? When we schooled them tactically, we absolutely schooled them. De Ligt should already be a match ready, considering his experience. If he does sign for Manchester United this week, I would be happy to put him into the side. Of course, it's going to be a risk considering that he hasn't had any match football for the last few weeks, but I would prefer him to Johnny Evans. Absolutely correct. If he does come in this week, then yeah, that would be great. It would be De Ligt and Licha Martinez. And for me, that looks like a very, very solid defence if we did have a De Ligt and a Licha Martinez. What do you think about that? Now, another player on everyone's list is Ederson. Ederson, we haven't heard a lot about Ederson over the last few weeks or months. Ederson is the Atalanta midfielder, of course. Very talented player, but it's gone very quiet in front of Ederson. Done very well for Atalanta last season. Of course, Atalanta won the Conference League, their first major European trophy in their history. Done very well. So Ederson is one that has gone quiet. It's gone a bit under the radar. It's a bit strange that it's gone under the radar, but I like the player, and I think that we should explore avenues on trying to get that player. It doesn't look like we are, because we are not, and there are no noises in regards to Ederson, but it could be an option next week. We could go in for him. You never know. Branthwaite, no news on Branthwaite, mate. Everton are playing hardball in regards to Branthwaite. Manchester United just can't afford it. And this is why we wanted the full Sal, guys. This is why we wanted a full Sal, Glazers out, debt cleared. This is why we wanted it, because we were having these problems. This is exactly what we were saying from the beginning. We were having these. We're going to have these problems. We're going to have these players who are just going to stick around. We're not going to be able to afford players. It was always going to be like this, isn't it? It's madness that people didn't see this, you know, and they were so pro Ineos and stuff. I mean, I'm going to support Ineos, of course. I'm going to give them a chance, but we knew these kind of things will happen. Today is Mazraoui medical, right? Yeah, no, it's Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Mazraoui medical, according to reports. So hopefully we could get a here we go. We'll have to wait and see. These are subject to reports, of course, that we are having medicals today. It's the medical day today. So I'm hoping we get a here we go within the next 24 hours. That would be absolutely brilliant, wouldn't it? And we'll all be happy here on this channel celebrating one signing. For goodness sake, one signing. And we need more, much more, of course. We do need a lot more signings in the bag before the start of the season. I mean, we got Man City on Saturday, and then we got Fulham on the following Friday. How quick time goes. You know, we got no rest for the wicked. We got to move, and we got to get these transfers in. Atletico Madrid have money in the transfer market. Man United no, because Man United are different. Because Man United have a couple of people called the Glazers in charge of us, and the Glazers love their money, and they're the ones who sign off the checks. They're the ones. So even though Ineos are here, the Glazers sign off those checks. So at the end of the day, there is not much difference in regards to what it has been for the last few years, and this is what we were touching on for so many months in regards to the takeover process, is that the Glazers are still here, taking their money, taking their dividends. That's what we didn't want, and of course, we were going to struggle with the Glazers still in charge. Sniper Man, me after the De Ligt signing is done. You think? I think we'll get Mazraoui in as well. Stephanie69 likes, big up Steph, thank you so much. We need to get to 3,000 subscribers, guys. Last time I checked, I was 9 off 3,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. I absolutely appreciate every one of you. Sniper Man, do you think we should pursue dark arts of football to win like Atletico Madrid? We should stop being so soft. We're the Red Devils after all, ain't we? You know, we're basically like the Red Ponies at the moment. We're just like, oh, FFP, we can't do that, FFP, I don't wanna do that, we might get fined, we might get deducted points. Not Man City, don't give a damn. Look at Man City, they say, okay mate, we'll take you to court. That's what they're doing. Why don't we do that? Why don't we become the Red Devils like we're supposed to be? Why don't we bend some of the rules? Why don't we do the dark arts? Exactly, Sniper Man. That's why you're called Sniper Man. Yep, Glazer anchors still in place, sadly. Yeah, the Glazer anchors are still in place. The greedy leeches are still here at the football club, and nothing is going to change until these Glazers leave this club. We were begging for a full sale for months, but unfortunately, this Ineos came in with their little vanity project, and they feel they can change things. But at the moment, I feel like the Glazers, this is a Glazer window. I just feel like this is a Glazer window. I don't see anything different. I don't know about you, but I just don't see and feel anything different in regards to this window. It started well, but it's how you end that counts, isn't it? Irfan, Alvarez, Man United have to go. He is class, Man United go only for flop. Luckily, sure, Harry Anthony. Look at Alvarez of Manchester City. He went for 80 million. They made a profit on him. Look at the way we're run, for goodness sake. We can't even sell a player for 15 million. We got players like Sancho who are better than Alvarez, who are better, and we cannot get even a 30 million for him. Come on, guys. It's getting ridiculous about Manchester United and these Glazers, these leeches, these pathetic. And Ineos are no one to talk as well. They went to bed with the Glazers at the end of the day. And I won't forget that. They went to bed when we could have sold the club fully to Qatar, and we could have had the money in the bank, and we could have paid off these mercenaries. We could have got rid of these players. We could have cleared out debt, and FFP wouldn't even be a thing, would it? It wouldn't even be a thing if we got rid of the Glazers and we had a full sale. It's madness at the end of the day when Man City are going out selling players for 80 million, and we can't even get 8 million for our players. We can't even get touching $1 million for Van der Beek. Van der Beek went for a championship, not even a championship, a National League price, 800,000. My God, that is such a robbery. Daylight robbery. Greenwood, 30 million. The man's worth 80 million. 80 million. You know, and we're buying players. We're selling players for 900,000, 800,000, 5 million, 10 million, 15 million tops. It's madness. When Manchester United, Man City are making money, and we're just sitting here. And as my friend said there, we need to practice the dark arts. If we're going to do something, if we're going to progress, we need to bend the rules. And unfortunately, that's just life. You have to bend the rules sometime. Unfortunately, you do have to bend the rules. We don't have Pepe in the team. No, the only Pepe we have is the 2 chicken breast Pepes in London. That's the only Pepes we have, is the one in London. Good afternoon, Kingdom. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Great to see you. Irfan, 1 billion transfer market I need. We needed that. We need at least that spent on this club if we're going to challenge for anything. No Man City players in Man United. Arsenal fan is happy Ugarte trade. Of course they're happy. Ugarte is a brilliant player. Arsenal are going to be happy about that. They're happy about that. Greenwood guy can say, I am thankful we even sold him. Yeah, you're thankful, but at the end of the day, we went for a very, very low price because PR-wise, we messed it up. Irfan, the day Man United missed on Qatar, Man United will never come back on the top. Don't say never, never say never. Always believe that we can, because we are Manchester United. And with the power of us as the fans, we can bring Manchester United to the top. We can. We can be demanding, we can fight, and we can get to the top. Football is 11 against 11. Just remember that. We have a strong side. If we get these transfers in, we still got 10 days. Let's stay hopeful and remain hopeful. Let's not throw in the towel just yet. Let's wait and see. Let's just wait and see. It's easy to get carried away. Stephanie, United decisions making on selling the unwanted is poor. Trying to be too clever, maybe overthinking. It's just plain forward, straight talking, gets deals done. Thank you very much, Stephanie. That's exactly correct. It's about plain talking, getting the deals done, being ruthless. This is the price. You're going to buy this player for that price. You're going to buy this player for that price. It's like Darren Brown. This is the winning ticket. This is the winning ticket. It's like that, and trying to manipulate people, try and sweeten them up, buy them an Aperol Spritz, take them out to a fancy restaurant, get the deal done, just get the bloody deal done and get the money for the player. At the moment, it seems like we're arrogant, we don't care. No, that's not enough for our player. No, shoo, we don't want you. And that's why Man United are doing things at the moment. It seems that way anyway, that Man United are doing it like this. They're doing it in a way that is absolutely incompetent. And this incompetence is something that we've witnessed time and time again under the Glazers' stewardship. We've witnessed it time and time again, over and over again. It's non-stop every single time. We thought we'd seen the end of this Glazer mentality during the transfer window, but nah, we have not seen the end of the Glazer ownership, because this feels like a Glazer window. 100%, this feels like a Glazer window. How do you feel, guys, about that? Now, another player that we were in for Fofana, of course, is another one who I rate very highly, but nothing has been said about Fofana in the last 2 weeks. Fofana, of course, is a French international, Monaco player, but we have not had any bids go in for him as of yet. Fofana would be a good signing. He's another one on the conveyor belt of names that we have been giving you for the last few weeks, and even a month now, of names that could come to Manchester United. It's madness that we're still looking for that midfielder. A midfielder should have been in by now, in my opinion. It should have been. Glazer transfers, Glazer transfers. This is a Glazer transfer window. As we said, this is a Glazer transfer window. Players like Lindelof and McTominay will probably survive again, exactly like armadillos. They just don't leave. They go in their hiding spot every single transfer window. McTominay, I want to prove myself. I'm going to fight for my place in the team. Fight for my place in the team. You're not going to play, mate. You're not going to be in the first team. You're never going to be in the first team because you're not bloody good enough, my friend. You're not good enough. You're not going to be in the first team. Lindelof, your legs have gone. Your legs have gone. Casemiro, your legs have gone. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, stop being a mercenary and asking for too much money from West Ham. You're not that guy. Take the money and go to West Ham and play first team football if you want to progress. Anthony on 300,000 a week. Again, another one on too much money. We got these players everywhere. Eriksen, legs have gone. We don't want Eriksen with legs gone. He's got no legs. As I said, Christopher Reeves and his mother. Do you know, at the end of the day, we've got a lot of players with no legs. We've got a lot of players like jellyfish in our starting lineup. We got a lot of jellyfish in our starting lineup, and we don't need jellyfish. We don't want jellyfish in our starting bloody lineup, do we? We want players with legs. We want players who can run. We need players who've got energy and enthusiasm to succeed, who want to challenge for the major honours. That's what we want at Manchester United. We don't want players who are slow, on their last legs, looking for their last big paycheck, because that's what they're doing at the end of the day. Our midfield needs mobility and muscle. Fantastic. Exactly, Stephanie. You're speaking my language, Steph. So at the end of the day, it is about mobility, about dynamism. It's about players who can want the ball as well. McTominay, that's why he's called Scooby-Doo, because he never wants the bloody ball. He just wants to hide behind a player. So what he will do, right, if a player's in front of him, let's say Licha Martinez is in front of him, he will hide behind the opposition player so Licha Martinez can't see him, so no one passes the ball to him. And that is why we call him Scooby-Doo. That's why we call him that, because he goes missing and we don't find him out until he scores a last-minute goal or something and we take off the mask. It's McTominay. We cannot live on survival football anymore, guys. Survival football does not work. Last-minute goals against these clubs is not going to work long-term. We have to find a team that are capable of challenging, that are capable of fighting. Ferdi Kadioglu, another one, of course, we need Ferdi Kadioglu. I've been speaking about Ferdi Kadioglu, it seems like for years. By the end of the day, Ferdi Kadioglu has gone a little bit quiet. I was in Turkey a couple of weeks ago and I was speaking about Ferdi Kadioglu could be going to Manchester United. News reports over there said that Ferdi Kadioglu could be going to Manchester United, but it has gone quiet. But don't be surprised if we do get noise about Ferdi Kadioglu and other players next week. This week is about De Ligt. This week is about Mazraoui. So don't be surprised if by the end of the transfer window, like we do so often, by the end of the transfer window, we start moving and we start overpaying for players and giving them too much wages. That is what we've done for so many years. Teams are calling our bluff. Nothing has changed in my regard, in my opinion. It just feels the bloody same. It feels the same at the moment in regards to Manchester United. Nothing has changed. It just has that air of the same old, then same old against to Manchester United. Now, I don't want to be too downbeat. Of course, I am a very positive guy. I do like my glass half full. As long as it's Aperol Spritz and a few peanuts, I'm absolutely fine with that. But at the end of the day, we have to call it as it is. If my Aperol Spritz tastes a bit sour, I am going to call it out. That's just the way it is, because I am used to a certain quality Aperol Spritz from a certain quality Aperol Spritz provider. Now, if I don't get that Aperol Spritz provider, and I don't get a side offering of some peanuts and some crisps, I'm going to be a little bit upset, and I'm going to call it out. And I'm calling out Manchester United because they are not giving me Aperol Spritz, they're giving me Iron Brew. That's what they're giving me, and they're advertising it as Aperol Spritz. They're giving me Iron Bloody Brew. I said, I didn't want Iron Brew. Am I in Glasgow, for goodness sake? I am not. This is Iron Brew. They're like, no, it's not Iron Brew, it's Aperol Spritz. I said, this is definitely Iron Brew. You guys, you're giving me Iron Brew here. Stop it, eh? Stop it. And not only that, they pretend to give you crisps, but they don't give you crisps, they give you a couple of olives. I don't want a couple of olives. I want some crisps and some peanuts. I don't want some olives with my Aperol Spritz, guys. So at the end of the day, I'm going to call out any wrongdoings in regards to Manchester United. If you try to mug us off, we're going to call it out, because this feels like a Glazer window at the moment. I don't know about you, but for me, this feels like a Glazer window. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to smash a like, by the way. I am on 9 away from 3,000 subscribers, guys. Please, could you, we need to get it out. I need to reach 3,000 by the end of the week. Can I do that? Can I do that? I hope so. With a little bit of help from my friends, which is you guys, I can do that. We're going to be here every single day next season. We're going to be here watch-alongs every single game. We're going to see everything, and we're going to have emotional roller coaster rides, left, right, and centre. Of course, there's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. But what's important, and we call it as it is. We criticise when needed criticism. We praise when we need praise. At the end of the day, we will call it as it is. I don't know how Ten Hag is going to use Obi, Martin and Ahmed, because he is on form. Ahmed has to play next season on the right. Obviously, Martin, Obi Chido Martin is a youth product. He will be starting in the youth team. Hopefully, he absolutely smashes it and he will break into the first team very, very soon. He's only 16, so we have to be careful in regards to bringing him in. I think he's good enough. I think if you're good enough, you're old enough in regards to Chido Martin. I think if he comes into the team, he will take his opportunity. I'm glad that's a little bit of a positive that you're bringing Marvo, Mr. Marvo. Thank you so much for joining me again. That is a positive that you're bringing into the show. I really like that, because Chido Martin is something to be positive about, because he's going to be a very, very good player. What is your feeling? What is your feeling about Man United versus City game at the moment? None there, none there. At the moment, I feel like if we play the same as we did in the FA Cup final, we can beat them again. I'd have no reason why we can't beat them again at the end of the day, because we're going to have the same team out there. 70 likes. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you very much. You are absolute legends. You guys absolutely need to get out to 3,000 subscribers, guys. Let's keep pushing it to 3,000. We're going to beat the elite. We got to chase those elites. Hey, what's going on, Maria? How you doing? I hope you're well. Anyway, I want to see attacking game. I do want to see an attacking game, but I doubt you're going to get an attacking game against Manchester City. Manchester United will play a tactical game. Bit similar to the way we played against Manchester City in the FA Cup final. And that is the way to beat Pep Guardiola. I feel like Manchester United have Pep Guardiola's number, and hopefully Licha Martinez will play, because we need that balance. And as long as we got Licha Martinez playing and we have a left back as well, it will be a decent game for us. I feel like we can still beat Manchester City. Manchester City are not all there in regards to morale. There's rumours that Manchester City are falling out with Pep. Some of the players are falling out with Pep. Finally, I would have fallen out with him after a couple of days. The guy's so arrogant. I don't know how anyone could like the guy. He's an arrogant guy. I would have fell out of him after a couple of days, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. But that's not bitter. That's not sour. Not at all. It's just about how I feel about the guy. I think the guy is very passive aggressive. Do you know what I mean? If you know what that means. But at the end of the day, I feel like we can win the game on Saturday. I feel like we will win the game on Saturday. Yes, we will. So will we. As Stephanie said. Of course, that is our slogan. So will we. We will win the game. And don't worry about it. Don't worry about Manchester City, the baby blues, sky blues, whatever they want to be called, 115 cheaters. We will win that Charity Shield, and the Shield will go nicely with our biryani, and we can put biryani on top of that Shield and eat biryani from it and rub it in Manchester City's face. That's what we need. We can send it off to an Indian restaurant, because at the end of the day, it's a beautiful plate. Beautiful plate. Key players like Lee Chamino and Bruno need to game our time before the Premier League. Yep, and I guess Manchester City is that game. I guess the Charity Shield is technically a friendly, so we can play them in that game, and hopefully they will start. I'll play some minutes in that game, of course. You guys should know that this season United is going to have an very good point, Marvo. I absolutely wholeheartedly agree with you, my friend. I think we will have a shocking season next season, but not in a bad way, in a good way. I think we can challenge next season. I believe that. I said I would die on this hill. I said I would dye my hair. I said the whole shebang. I said if we do not impress, if we do not challenge next season, I would dye my hair, and no one's going to let me get away with that now, because I've already said it, and people can run back the video that I said it, that Manchester United will challenge and do well next season. Shock the whole world in regards to that. Xerxes will start. I hope Xerxes will get some minutes, of course. I hope Xerxes will come off the bench. If not, I hope he starts. Of course, Rasmus and Xerxes haven't played any minutes so far in pre-season, so it could be either one of them starting the game. I would prefer either one of them, but I would like Xerxes to play, of course, see what Xerxes is all about. He'll be hoping to impress and hoping to do well on his debut. Of course, he'll be hoping to do well on his debut. But the Manchester City game is not just a friendly. I know technically it is a friendly. It's like the World Cup final friendlies. But we have to take it seriously, and we have to try and win the game, because if we do beat Manchester City, that would be 2 times in a row we beat Manchester City at Wembley, and what a morale boost that would be for us. What an incredible to defeat Manchester City twice in a matter of months at Wembley would be an absolute achievement, wouldn't it? I hope so, buddy. Yeah, we hope so. We all hope that Manchester United do the business on Saturday and bring home that Charity Shield, because that is our shield. That's our shield. You may take our life, but you're not going to take our freedom. It's our shield. We'll shield it with our life, and we're going to win that Charity Shield on Saturday. Be positive. Sancho will play a false 9 against Man City game. Sancho, I don't mind that as long as it works. I think Sancho's very much capable of playing the false 9 position. I think he could play behind it could be him on with Bruno, because that's the formation we played in the FA Cup final. We played a false 9 didn't we, with McTominay, but this time it will be with Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho, of course, will be a more attacking option. Is Xerxes and Ahmad 40 goal? Yes, man. United will come back. Yes, we will come back. Don't worry about it. We will come back. Uncle Sal's says we'll come back. Ahmad will have a fantastic season next season, and so will Xerxes. We have these players. Let's not forget we still have good players. We have to sign the players that we want to sign, though, and we have to get players in the door, because we don't want to wait. We want those players to come in. De Ligt and Mazraoui will be in pretty soon. We're pretty hopeful about that. Here we go, will be coming, and we will be live to celebrate the signings. We celebrate every signing at Manchester United, of course we do. That's what it's about at Manchester United. It's about celebrating new players who are going to play, who are going to wear the shirt, and are going to win trophies for our great club. I believe we're going to do well next season. Believe it or not, I believe we're going to do well, but I will call out the problems when I see it. At the moment, Ineos need to get a move on. We've got 10 days to the Fulham game. We've got a few days to the Manchester City game. Ineos do need to get a move on. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm a few away from 3,000 subscribers, guys. I've only been around a minute. I was around last year, a couple of years ago. I stopped the streams, obviously, because of personal issues. I'm back now, and I'm back better than ever. We are back as a community, better than ever, with these live shows. There'll be watch-alongs, there'll be special guests. I have huge journalists coming on my show very, very soon, and I'm going to get you all involved in asking questions, etc., with these people on the shows. I'm not going to just drift you off. We just have to thank Jar. Big up the Jamaicans. Yeah, we just have Joe has a successful surgery. We hope that Euro does have a successful surgery, and we hope that he comes back sooner rather than later, because we need him. We were so excited when we signed Euro. We were so excited when he signed for us instead of Real Madrid. We were absolutely ecstatic, but we cannot catch a break in regards to injuries. We cannot catch a break in regards to getting our best team out. It's sad, isn't it, in a way? We don't know what's going on. Some sort of juju is on us. I don't know, but we need to sort it out as quickly as possible. Garnacho versus Rashford for me. I am a Rashford. What about you? I am Garnacho all the way. I am Garnacho through and through. I want Garnacho to start the season. I want Garnacho because I believe Garnacho is improving day by day and his ceiling is up there, whereas Rashford's ceiling is here. Rashford, I believe, has reached his full potential. I think he can't get any better now. In fact, I think he's declining. So I would take Garnacho as a starter, but it won't happen. Rashford will start the Charity Shield. Make no mistake, he will start the Charity Shield. Ahmad will start the Charity Shield. The team, basically, that have been playing in the friendlies, Casemiro will start, and hopefully Mainu will come back. We need Mainu in there. We don't want McTominay in there, of course. And Sancho will be there, of course, as the false number 9, as my guy said in the comments there. Big up you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm not quite done yet, but I just want to say this. It's very important that we do remain positive, but it's also very important we practice cautious optimism. Cautious optimism is what I practice, because you always have to expect the worst in life. You cannot expect the best from people all the time. People tend to let you down, and Manchester United could let us down this transfer window. They have done in the past. Irfan, what about Fulham? Fulham game. Listen, I think we have a very good chance of defeating Fulham and smashing Fulham to bits. That's what I believe. I think Fulham are going to come to Old Trafford. We got the new tunnel, remember? We got the new red fireworks going off and everything like that. Hopefully we won't come out to Cisco Enter the Dragon. That would be a bit embarrassing with Snapdragon written across our shirt. Hopefully we won't come out right to that. Hopefully it'll be a bit more intimidating and it will be a party atmosphere. And we have some signings in there who will be making their debuts, and Manchester United absolutely smash the floor. 3-0 or 5-1. One of those two scores. I know it's a bit random, but 3-0 or 5-1. Stephanie, feel that Euro injury has understandably deflated us fans, but fully fit Licha will void last year's void. Yes, exactly, Stephanie. We really missed Licha last season. We played without a left-sided centre-back. We played without a left-back all season. That's why Erik ten Hag deserved his praise and he deserved his corn, because at the end of the day, we played without any left-sided players, didn't we? We really struggled. Square pegs in round holes we played last season. So testament to ten Hag. Testament to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who played left-back as well, and Licha and Lindelof, who played right-back. Testament to those players who played wrongly in the wrong position last season. But obviously, that's the reason we came 8th, isn't it? It's because we had no Licha Martinez. We had no left-sided centre-back. We had no left-back. Sometimes we had no right-back and no midfield. So there you go. For me, Ten Hag start. Garnacho versus Rashford. Ahmed, I will Ten Hag. For me, is Ten Hag start. Garnacho versus Rashford. Ahmed, I will. What do you mean? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but if whoever he starts, we'll back him to the bone, and we'll back Ten Hag to the bitter end. Remember Ruud's goal versus Fulham, run away from the halfway line. Ruud's Van Nistelrooy's goal against Fulham was one of the best goals, greatest goals of all time, when he nonchalantly side-footed it into the corner after taking on the full Fulham squad in from the midfield, done a turn, brushed off the players. They fouled him as well in that move. Remember that? They fouled him in that move. It was absolutely brilliant goal. One of the goals of the century. If that was Man City, if that was Arsenal, they'll be making Netflix series about it. We have scored some fantastic goals over the years that go straight under the carpet. They ignore it because they don't like us. Hated, adored, never ignored, of course. Marvo, compare for me Sander Berg and Thomas Partey. Wow, that is a very, very big comparison. At the moment, we cannot compare the two because Thomas Partey is proven for me at a big club. At the end of the day, Thomas Partey is a proven player. We cannot say that Sander Berg is as good as Thomas Partey if we have not seen them play. But do not underestimate Sander Berg. We do not know how good this guy is. People can hope that he's bad. Our rivals can hope that he's bad. They can pray that he's bad. But I'm pretty certain that we've done our research and that Ineos and Ten Hag know he's a good player. I don't think we'll be going off. Tony, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me this stream. It's great to see you here. Ahmed is not the start. You don't think Ahmed would start? I would start Ahmed. Who would you start on the right? Ten Hag, no Ten Hag out. Not Ten Hag out already. Don't do that to me, Irfan. You're breaking my heart. You can't be doing this stuff on my stream. Come on, bruv. Don't do that. That's not very nice. Support the manager. It's not his fault. This is an impossible job, Irfan. This is an impossible job. Under the Glazers, there's no manager on this planet who can do better, because this is a Glazer ownership. A Glazer ownership. And we can't do nothing about it. Garnacho Rashford still play. Garnacho Rashford, that's subject to opinion. That's your opinion. I respect that, Irfan. At the end of the day, he'll probably will play Rashford. Just what Sancho for Ugarte. It's up to PSG, my friend. It's up to PSG. If we swap Ugarte for Ugarte for Sancho, Sancho's on 350 grand a week. Ugarte's on much, much less than that. So at the end of the day, it's up to PSG. PSG are well stacked in that position. So let's hope we can do a deal. Let's hope we can still strike a deal. The deal is not completely out of the water yet, dead in the water yet. Don't believe everything you read. Sal, would you like United to test the water with an Adam Walton bid if we don't get Ugarte? I like Adam Walton. He's a very, very good player. He'll be a fantastic signing. But as you know, Steph, the British tax and the Premier League tax is mad, isn't it? It's mad. It's absolutely crazy that we still have this British tax and a Premier League tax. Walton will go for 60, 70 million. He's not going to go for less than that. And at the end of the day, I don't think he has a release clause. He's a young player. They're not going to get rid of him. 60 watching only. It needs to be more. We need to get up to the thousands, guys. We need to get up to the thousands, guys. Come on. 71 likes. Thank you so much. Year 3, Irfan. This is a big year, Irfan, now. Now, this is a big year. Irfan, if we challenge next season, you can come here and you can apologize to me. And you can buy me a nice, lovely gift. Maybe a cuddly toy or something. You can give me a nice present if we do challenge next season. Because I will be sitting here with my smug face, telling Irfan, I told you, Irfan, you need to listen, Irfan. I told you. You never listen. Why don't you listen, Irfan? Irfan, why don't you listen to me? You should. I told you we're going to win the league. Come on, guys. I think Ruud van Nistelrooy will be the next manager if they are sacked Ten Hag. Marvo, yeah, that's a good point. At the end of the day, Manchester United could be preparing for a conveyor belt of managers that are waiting in the wings. Rene Hake, Ruud van Nistelrooy. I like Ruud van Nistelrooy. He's just aura about him. It's just fantastic, isn't it? But let's not turn against our manager. Let's support our manager. Let's see what happens next season, okay? But remember, it's up to Ineos to back him and give Erik Ten Hag the tools to do the job effectively. Otherwise, it is the impossible job, isn't it? Now remember, I saw you on Mick's channel. Big up, Dark Crow. Big up Mick. Big up yourself. Big up everyone. Yeah, I am on his channel. I've been on his channel in the past. I've been on a number of channels. I've been on Terry Fleur's channel. I've been on a couple of channels over the years. You've seen my mutt face over the years, so you're going to get used to this mutt face. But don't worry. Hopefully the wrinkles will go, and we'll start winning games next season, and it will be a very good season for us together. Hopefully on this stream, guys, and we'll carry on growing. Ten Hag has 5 years in total to win the Premier League. Yeah, he should have 5 years, but will he get 5 years? This is the problem. Will he get it? I think he deserves that, Steph. You think he deserves that? I agree. 73 likes. Stephanie, you're absolutely incredible. I don't know. You're just such a blessing to this stream. You're such a blessing to this YouTube thing. I don't know whenever you're here, there's some sort of aura and numbers go up. You're amazing. Kerwin, what's going on, my friend? Hold on, let me just get Irfan's little comment there. Haaland is a monster in 15th. Haaland, forget Haaland. We don't want to hear about Haaland. We want to hear about Højlund next season. Rasmus. That's what we want to hear next season. Rasmus, not Haaland. Kerwin, yes, PSG could be sacked. Huge difference is Sancho is a proven... Could be stacked, yeah. Sorry, yes, PSG could be stacked. Huge difference is Sancho is a proven Champions League performer. Is that tournament, and that is PSG's biggest failures. Spot on, absolutely. Sancho is a good player. I don't know why they wouldn't want him. They should take him off our hands, 100%, and give us Ugarte. Stephanie, bestie, big up Steph, big up Sal. Some predictions for 15, 16, 17 Premier League games and La Liga. Sal, some prediction for 15, 16, 17 Premier League games and La Liga. What do you mean? Man United coming 15, 16 for 70, Marvo. No way. Manchester United are coming first, second or third. We're not coming 15th, 16th, 16th or 17th. We're coming third, second or first. That's what we're coming. That's what Manchester United will do next season. We'll be on it next season. Don't worry about it. Keep the belief, keep the passion, keep the faith. Keep the faith. It's all about positivity. Hate and negativity resonates. Positivity resonates. Darko, if Mbappe failed to give PSG UEFA Champions League, then how will Sancho? Mbappe is not as fantastic as everyone says he is. He's not Ronaldo R9, definitely not. I don't think he will give them the Champions League. But I think Real Madrid didn't need Mbappe, in my opinion. I think they have good enough players. But that squad, though, is absolutely incredible, isn't it? It's incredible. Great point. Plus PSG, one of the few clubs that could pay Sancho as well. One of the few clubs, if they will. I need new players first. We need new players first. If we get new players, fan, then I hope that you could be more positive and we can all be positive. 74 likes, Stephanie, I've got to do something. You got to have my lottery numbers. We need to get 100 likes. I doubt we're going to get 100 likes. Am I being negative, pessimistic, whatever it's called? Am I being negative? Can we get 100 likes on this stream? Can we get, for Manchester United's sake? For Manchester United's sake, can we get 100 likes on this stream? Can I get to 3,000 subscribers on this stream? When I started this stream, I was on 91 subscribers. Through 2,000, not 91, God forbid. I was on 2,991 subscribers. I need 9 subscribers for 3,000 subscribers. So guys, if you could push it. Yes, 100 is coming. Fan, we're trying, we're pushing. And that's what we need to do. That's what Manchester United need to do. Have the same passion as you guys next season. Marvo, Sal, I was meaning the betting prediction for the day 1 games of the Premier League and La Liga. I haven't seen the La Liga fixtures as of yet. I've got to have a look at them, but I will get back to you in regards to what I know is it's 3 points for Manchester United. It's 3 points. That's all I care about, and that's what we're getting there. We're getting 3 points. There will be a brace for Mbappe. Just remember that. There's a brace for Mbappe in there. Irfan, 100 likes coming. Yes, so will we. Stephanie, so will we. So will we. We'll all get there. We'll get there together. We will get to the 3,000 mark. We will get there. Man United will win the Premier League trophy in 5 years. We just need to be positive season. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Nathan. We need that positivity from you, my friend. We need that positivity. Man United need to have the mentality to go for that league and fight it tooth and nail. Fight that league. Fight the power that be. Fight Man City. Fight Arsenal. Fight Liverpool. Fight Chelsea. We don't want that Barbie girl, aqua-looking Arnie Slot to get ahead of Ten Hag, do we? We don't want him there. Hello, Barbie. Hello, Barbie. Hello, Barbie. Have you seen I'm a Barbie Girl, the song, right? He looks like the guy out of Barbie Girls. Hello, Barbie. Let's go party. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. We don't want him, that little baby-faced numpty, to challenge Erik Ten Hag next season, do we? We need to put him to the sword. First few games of the season, we've got Liverpool in the league, and we have to put them to the sword. Forget the friendly. It's just a friendly game, for goodness sake. It's just a friendly. They're going to take that seriously. They're getting giddy, but we're concentrating on a league game against Liverpool at Old Trafford. Don't you worry about that. We'll be ready for that. Europe Cup, Man United will win. Man United will win the Europa League. Man United will win the European Cup. Man United will win the Champions League. And Man United will win the Premier League. So will we. So will we. We will win those trophies again. And me and you will see it again eventually. No matter by hook or by crook, we will see it. It will happen. We have to believe. Send me that sharp shirt behind you if you want me to get a subscribers in case from Bangladesh. This sharp shirt has been with me my whole bloody life. Guys, no, this hasn't actually been with me my whole life. But I have got another one that is small. It's about this big, that I wore when I was a kid. This sharp shirt, listen, if I get, let me see, now, 3,000 is too easy. 3,000 is too easy, guys. 3,000, I'm only a few off 3,000, guys. I'm not being complacent, but I need to get to 4,000, you know? I need to get to 4,000. Now, let me say this, right? I want you all to be positive this season. And if we're positive and we have a good season, I will give away this sharp shirt. I will give it away to the one with the best comment, the one that entices me the most, the one that butters me up, the one that takes me out for dinner, butters me up a little bit, and then impresses me the most. Not take me to Nando's, not take me to Subway, but you take me to a lovely 5-star Michelin restaurant, and you butter me up a little bit. And at the end of the season, if we've had a fantastic season, don't forget the Aperol Spritz. We've had a fantastic season. I will be giving away this lovely shirt. I have lots more as well. I have lots of shirts. I've been buying shirts my whole life. Man United shirts from 1989. I have them all the way up until the Glazers come in. I didn't buy shirts after that. Bro, I think you should make more for us, a WhatsApp or a Telegram group. Only United fans, I'm a question. Yes, I will do for 100%, mate. I will make a WhatsApp group for you guys. Absolutely factual. I will do it for you guys. When I get more numbers, I'll bring you guys in. By the way, I'm on Twitter at Stretford Post. Follow me and I will give you guys the number and we can build a little group. I'll give you the number for the group and I'll add you to the group if you give me your number. And we will do that. Just DM me on Twitter and we can do that, guys. Arteta, forget Arteta, Lego man with his facelift and all that. We don't want to hear about Arteta, annoying little muffin. At the end of the day, Arteta isn't. I don't like thinking about Arteta because he's got one of those faces, you know that, you know them guys. If you ever seen the WWF, the WWE, right? If you remember the wrestler, the model Rick Martel, and he used to come down the aisle and he used to have this perfume or aftershave, and he used to spray. And he used to smell people like, ugh. And he used to smell people like, he used to do that. And he used to spray himself. And then, you know, that's what Arteta reminds me of. It just reminds me of that. And he's just one of them annoying characters. And I hope that we go ahead of them next season. They're winning nothing next season. Arsenal can win nothing. They can cry again. That's what they can do. They can cry again and act like second place is a trophy. Because it's not a trophy. I want trophies. When you retire, it's all about the trophies, isn't it? It's all about the trophies. That's what it's all about, in my opinion, guys. You've been brilliant. Again, absolutely amazing, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, this Chatterbox. I'm Sal Warner. This is Stretford Post. Don't forget to follow me on Stretford Post on Twitter. We can get this group moving. And also, don't forget, I'm on Instagram at Stretford Post. TikTok at Stretford_Post, because someone else has taken my name. And also, what else is there? That's all I've got at the moment. YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to smash a like, guys. That's what's important. I need to get up to 3,000 subscribers. Then we can move on to the 4,000. And by the end of this year, I want 10 bags. I want 10,000 subscribers by the end of the season because we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time, mate. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna win trophies. We're gonna win titles. We're gonna win games. Just be positive. If it goes pear-shaped, so be it. At least we believed. But who else is going to believe if we don't believe? We have to believe in the manager. He's here for the foreseeable. We have to believe in the ownership. They're here for the foreseeable. We have no choice, but we call out errors. We call out problems when they occur. Because at the end of the day, we do not live in the midst of fluffy clouds, unicorns, and rainbows. Life is much more multi-layered than that. Not everything goes perfect. Not everything goes your way. We have to remember that. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. Absolutely brilliant stream. Thank you so much. You may see me, if anything pops up, if any here we goes, I'm going to rush on here and give it my celebration stream. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. It absolutely is, and I appreciate every single one of you. Guys, see you later. If no news tonight, I'll be here breaking dawn tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Central European time, 10 a.m. UAE time where I am. So guys, absolutely. Thank you so much. Take it easy. Peace.